Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Shanice. Hi, welcome, get comfy because we're about to become friends and better acquainted. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, just hit the button down below and get yourself subscribed. And if you want notifications of when I upload a video, hit the bell right next to the subscribe button so you'll know when to come check out my new videos. I think you should do it right now. As you can tell by the title, this video is about my laser hair removal experience, and I'm just going to get this out of the way. I am not claiming to be a professional. I am just giving you information that I learned based on my experience, my body, not a professional. So if you are seeking professional advice, you should call up a place or something like that. So I'm getting treated at a race spot in New York City, and I found them out because my friend tagged me on one of their they were having a spring sale, and she tagged me in it because we were talking about getting it done. So she tagged me in it, and I was like, well, this is my opportunity. I have to jump on this. And I have it pulled up on Instagram, but I'll tag it somewhere, the picture, because it's too bright and you're not going to be able to see it. So they were having a sale on 6 treatments, and they were having I don't know if it's good to tell you now because the sale's over, but I got a small area and I got a large area because the large area is considered a Brazilian, so I got that done, and my small area is my belly line. So I want to take care of everything down there first. And I know you might say that was just something extreme to jump right into, like some people usually do their underarms first, and I feel like I wanted to get that out the way because it's the one thing that I hate shaving the most. Hate that upkeep. So I was like, you know what, if I'm going to do it, just go all in and just do it. So basically what you had to do was just send them a DM with your name and your phone number, and they would call you, and you just tell them which areas you want it treated, and you would pay over the phone and book your first appointment. At first, I know that sounds real sketchy, but I did my research and I read reviews about this place and everyone loved it. So I was like, well, this is safe. So I booked it, and my first session was actually, let me give you the exact date. My first session was April 2nd, and again, I got the Brazilian and the belly line. Now, I was also scared because I also did do my research, and before you go, you can't wax, you can't be exposed to sun, you can't be on any antibiotics. There was so many things, so I was so nervous. I just jumped right in and booked it, but I'm more of an impulse kind of person. If I want to do it, I have to do it right now, because if I think too much, I get into my head and then I just change my mind. So I booked it first, then did my research, which I know is really backwards, but that's what I did. As far as I researched hair removal and the process, I did that afterwards, but first I reviewed the place before I actually booked it first, because that just didn't make any sense. So I researched the place first, made my appointment, and then I researched laser hair removal after I made my appointment. Better. I was reading that, again, you cannot be exposed to sun 2 weeks before, and you can't wax. And I had just came back from Cancun, so I did wax, but not 2 weeks. Technically, it would have been 3 weeks for my appointment, so I was safe there. But the sun exposure, I was scared about because it was 2 weeks exactly. Exactly 2 weeks. So I was like, oh my God, now I'm about to get a rash, or I'm going to get burned. Maybe I shouldn't have done this so quick. But again, did research, 2 weeks, safe. And then I also read too that if you have a tan, you should let that fade first, which was my problem, and I was also scared about that. When I get tanned, it takes forever for these tan lines to fade. I still have my tan line from Cancun, look. And I went there in March, and it's May 21st. So if I was waiting for tan lines to fade, I basically was never going. My tan line stays for months. So I was scared about that, but after all that, I had nothing to worry about. Also, I was researching a whole about the skin color and versus your hair color, because I guess back in the day, only it was preferred for people with lighter skin and darker hair because the laser would pick up the contrast in the skin and the hair. But technology has come a long way, so don't be afraid, dark skin girls. They treat us too. Once I did all my research and felt checkpoint on the antibiotics, I'm not on any medications, check on the 2-week waxing was good, check on the 2-week sun exposure was good, check skin color, perfectly fine. So now I'm just great, ready to go. I'll clarify the 2 week sun exposure part because I really didn't like explain that. You can't be exposed to the sun 2 weeks before and 2 weeks after your appointment. So basically, like for a month, you can't be exposed to sun because that area will be sensitive, and once the laser hits it, it will burn or you'll get like sunburn or like sun damage in that area. So they say 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after, no sun exposure. And I know I'm getting this done in the summer, but I think I'm good. I can plan my beach days around that. And basically, when I'm at the beach, I'm under an umbrella and slathering on suntan lotion, sunblock, not suntan lotion, sunblock all the time because I personally don't want to get like super dark. So I'm good for the summer. But to you guys thinking about it, if that's like a problem for you, maybe you should wait till like the fall, depending on where you live, in winter months to get your Brazilian done. But yes, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after, no sun. So they tell you to shave. I read that you shave the night before, but once I got there, I found you could shave the day of because some people do grow their hair back fast. And I will say I do under my like underarms. Like I would have to shave like every other day, if not every day, because then a little stubble will come through. Because they want you to be clean shaven because hair should be like not sticking out, because that will hurt more than if you like if it's like as close shave as possible. Like I saw a video and they said get as close to a shave as you possibly can, and you very well should. Like that is some good advice. Shave closely. The first time I went, I shaved the day before, but once I went and I found out you could shave the day of, on my second one, which was exactly a week ago today, I shaved the morning of to make sure that I got as close to shave as possible, didn't have time for that hair to grow out. I was covered. The place in the city is really small. I mean, when I think of the city, I think everything's small anyway. So, I mean, I wasn't surprised that the place was really small, but everybody that I have come in contact with in that place is really nice. So that is good. The first time I went in, they had me stripped from the waist down because, again, I'm getting belly line and Brazilian. So I didn't really film first because I was so nervous the first time, like extremely nervous. The only thing I did do was take like a photo of like the place and a photo of myself in the glasses. But filming, again, I mean, I'm not going to film her actually, lasering down there because, I mean, this is YouTube. I can't show you that. But on the next time, I can show you myself while it's getting done so you can see that the pain tolerance is not like as high. So what they do is they have a laser and it has it blows out cold air so that, I guess it's like a mind trick. So you feel the cold air so you don't feel exactly the heat because I mean, it is a laser. So, I mean, it is zapping things. So you will feel heat. Well, not exactly heat. I would describe the pain like little like pricks in some areas or like a rubber band like snapping on your skin. I know that might sound extreme to some people, but it is really, really bearable. Like I prefer doing this over waxing. Like I'm so mad at myself that I didn't do this sooner. Like I prefer this pain over the waxing pain because the anxiety I would have when she puts the wax on and then she's smoothing it out. You're like, oh my gosh, she's about to pull it. She's about to pull it. And you got to go through that. That is just, get lasered. So much better. The first time I went, there was cold air blowing out of the laser. And then the second time I went, there was a cooling spray coming out because they're getting their machines maintenance. So the one that had the cold air blowing out, I guess, wasn't working. So they're getting that service. So now this one's blowing out a cooling spray. So every time she was like lasering, she would have to stop, wipe, shoot it, wipe, because I mean there was liquid coming out, so she had to wipe it up to make sure it was clean to start lasering. I got through it the first time, but the second time I went, I had a new person and she gave me the stress ball and she was like, here, you want to hold on to this? And I was like, why do I need this? I was like, is it gonna hurt more the second time? And she started laughing and she was like, oh no, I didn't know how your pain tolerance was. I don't know if you used it the first time. I was like, oh no, because I was so scared. I was like, oh my god, great, it hurts more the second time than it does the first time. But not the case. You will smell hair burning, like, because hair is literally burning, and that's what you smell, burnt hair, because it's literally zapping the hair follicle and it's burning the strand of hair, which is why you should get as close of a shave as possible. So you imagine your hair is up and this laser is zapping hair that you didn't shave. I keep pointing down there because that's where I got it done. But anywhere, if you don't shave first and it's zapping the hair, you're gonna feel the heat from the hair burning, and that's on your skin, and you're gonna feel it more, which is probably why they tell you to shave. And you should get as close to shave as possible to feel less pain. And I will say that this is like the quickest treatment I've ever gotten. Like, this is quicker than waxing. It is. Even though if you continuously wax, it hurts less because the hair is like finer, but I feel like even getting the laser treatment, it's quicker. Like, I'm just still so mad at myself that I did not do this sooner. I should have did this sooner. But I'm literally in there for like 15 minutes. Laser it all up, done. She starts off with the belly line, and then my legs are straight, and then she'll like laser everything up top. Then she'll have me put my legs like this. So, I mean, she has more area to, go inside and stuff. Get that done, and then afterwards she'll tell you put your legs all the way up because it is a full Brazilian, so you're getting everything in the front, and it's wrapping all the way to the back. Clean as a baby's bottom. They recommend a minimum of 6 treatments because the hair grows in different cycles, so all the hair that you have in your body isn't growing at the same rate. So, I mean, your first treatment, you're going to definitely have hair growth, but the second one, you realize some areas where you were getting treated isn't growing back as fast as other areas in the same treated area because, again, they all grow at different stages. So you are recommended to get 6 treatments. So within that 6 treatment time frame, you're hitting all the hair in all of its cycles so that eventually no hair at all is growing back. So I'm on my second treatment, like I said, and I'm only a week in my second one, and hair is not growing back as much as it used to. After the first one, hair grew back slowly, and I realized after a week and a half, the hair was falling off. Because you're going to see your hair grow back. Like, one treatment is going to grow back. It's not going to grow back as fast, but it's going to grow back. And you might notice that it's growing back thinner, which mine did. And it would grow out, because at first I was like, well, this didn't do anything. I'm like, okay, but it's just your first treatment. But eventually the hair grows out, and then it just like dies, so it's falling right out. So I guess, I mean, because you still have, once you shave, there's still hair under the skin, so that part has to like grow out until it just falls off. I experienced like 1 or 2 since my second treatment, since I did it on Sunday, but again, I experienced it much more in my first treatment. I was like actually really shocked. Like, I was telling people, like, my hair's falling out. My hair's falling out, but I didn't tell them where, so it was like, why are you excited about your hair falling out? But then I told my friends, like my girlfriends, not my guy friends, but that my hair's falling out. I was like, oh, that's so good. And I'm encouraging all my friends to do it. Like, you should really do it. It's so great. I will say pros of this is that you don't get, I mean, you may get like little bumps, but that's because a laser was just hitting you, but that like fades in like an hour or so. I was told. I personally have not gotten any. Every time I leave, they'll like spray like an aloe spray just in case like it burns or anything, but I haven't had any burning sensation or anything. Like, I feel fine. Like, I leave there and go about my business like it's a regular schmegular day. But when I did shave, I used to get irritated and razor bumps and all that, and I actually bought a spray for it, the Sally Hansen Zero Bumps Bikini Spray right here. It's like super dusty, but I mean, again, I haven't used it in a long time because I haven't had to. It's actually not a lot left, but yeah, because I get razor bumps, but if you get lasered, you won't have to worry about that anymore. Another pro about getting laser hair removal is that you don't get ingrown hairs because your hair is not going to grow anymore. No ingrowns. And I will say that I was prone to ingrown hairs. Oh my God. I feel like everything I did to prevent them just didn't work. Like, it just does not work. So this is like a godsend. And every person, like I did, it went a lot, but the 2 people that I seen, they told me like, it's like the best. It's gonna change your whole life because you get no razor bumps, no ingrown hairs. It's like amazing. And they also say that it helps lighten the area. And again, if you shave somewhere constantly, like under your arms, like there, it gets darker. So, I mean, again, it'll lighten the areas and make your skin tone look even, which is great. I can't actually wait to get my underarms done. I'm kind of mad at myself that I didn't just do that too. I should have just did all three. But again, I was scared. I was only worried about the problematic area for me, even though that's like annoying too. I should have just got it, but I'm gonna add that to it. So I hope this video gave you some insight on laser hair removal, and I would recommend it to anyone who's even considering doing it. Yes, it sounds scary, but I feel like the results are so worth it. Some people say, oh, it doesn't permanently get rid of the hair, or some people saying, oh, yes, it does, but after 6 treatments and there's like little to no hair, if I have to go get a touch up like once or even twice a year, to me, that is great still. Like, because if you're going to get waxed, you're paying maybe, I mean, around here, I used to pay like $35 to $40 every 4 to maybe 6 weeks. If I only have to do that once or twice a year, sign me up. I'd take it any day over waxing every like month, every time. So I think everyone should do it. If you're thinking about doing it, do it. Yes, does it sound scary? It does. But I'm telling you, don't be scared. The pain is so tolerable. Like, I almost don't want to call it pain, but I mean, it is. Like, there are worse things. There are worse pains. Like, tattooing hurts more than getting laser. Because maybe you're comparing it to that, because I did say it's like prickly. Laser is like a walk in the park. And if you're getting your underarms done, I heard that's like a cakewalk compared to Brazilian. So if you're thinking about doing underarms, definitely do it then. Like, girl or guy, definitely get your laser done. So that completes this video. I hope everyone enjoyed. And again, if you have not subscribed, hit the button down below and the notification bell so you can get notified of when I upload my videos. And I will see you guys all in the next one.